So the grandfather and granddaughter duo is finally complete. Strago comes out to us as a very, very powerful magical DPS, and Relm gets a very nice rework, giving her some much needed touch-ups in some fields that she lacked a little bit before, and an EX realization. So, I'm going to do my best to convince to you, not so much to pull for him, but just to give him a second glance. You know, Strago, I feel, is definitely going to be a character that's just going to be easily just swept under the rug. Like, oh, why would anyone want him, you know? I'm here to tell you otherwise. Not to try and persuade you to pull for him, but to give you the best of what he actually has to offer in terms of, you know, everyone else. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on in. As always, big shout out to the Tomberry Troop for the lovely infographics that will be displayed in this video. Lovely group of people. If you're not following them on any of the social media platforms, such as their Facebook and or Reddit, or giving their website a check-see, make sure you go do so, as they're very helpful to the community. Let's go ahead and just start off with Relm. So her rework pretty much supplies Relm with additional stuff. She gets more skill usages. Everything else about her is better before. She has more hits. More higher brave damage potency. She has much better brave battery in both of her skills, which is really nice. Relm is always kind of like this pseudo support character with a lot of turn manipulation shenanigans. Her EX plus is now a 12-hit alternating brave split damage HP attack that executes twice and fuels her brave bag based off the damage dealt and inflicts sketch with 2 turns. On both enemies. This is a very fast recast speed, so you're gonna be using this a majority of the time, and actually it hits relatively well. So overall, everything that made Relm so good before is just now better. Like, everything that Relm was before is now better, and she has a lot of versatility, as she can be any elemental character that you want in the game, because her elements switch based off of the summon. She has lots of great auras, lots of great support. Honestly, I believe that Relm is one of the best characters in the game as just an EX plus character. She doesn't have an LD yet, not even on the JP side, and she's still a phenomenal character that can take you from now till whenever, because she's just that potent. Apologies for that, there will be a small cut. But yes, as I was saying, overall, Relm is actually a very phenomenal character. I do believe that she has the capabilities of taking you from here to wherever you need to use her, even into the Lufenia era when we need to deal with specific orb requirements. I'm not going to touch too much on the Lufenia era myself. There are plenty of other content creators out there who have already handled that situation much better than myself, such as the Broadway saying, if you're looking for more Lufenia information, I highly suggest you go check out those kinds of videos and everything like that. But very briefly, the Lufenia orb is a specific requirement, needs a specific requirement in order to handle. Once that Lufenia orb reaches 0 after every turn is taken, they will unleash a big AoE HP damage attack that will more than likely kill you. So Relm can actually help out with specific orb requirements that need specific elements, because she can just freely swap between anything as long as you swap the summon for her. Overall, I do think Relm is actually a very, very good character. Now let's move on to the man himself, Strago. So, straightforward. Strago is a DPS unit first. Full through, and there's nothing else to Strago besides DPS. He has 3 unique frame buffs that all just raise his stats, but if he has one of them, the Soul of Thamasa, active, he will actually execute all of his HP damaging skills twice, including his LD and EX and HP attack plus. His first skill is a 6-hit AoE HP damage attack with full HP damage going to the entire enemy team that ignores defense. His second skill, Brave to Death, which will actually drop the instant break any enemy that has an even number brave, which honestly I think is pretty funny. So if they have a 2, 4, 6, 8, or a 0 at the end of their brave value, instantly broken. No matter how high the value is, instantly broken. And then this will follow through with a 4-hit AoE HP attack with split damage. His EX is an 8-hit, I believe, 8-hit AoE HP damage attack that gives him 2 turns of Soul Thamasa and activates twice. His LD is an insta-break 8-hit AoE HP damage attack with full damage going to entire parties and giving him access to 2 turns of Soul Thamasa. Now, when this activates twice, you will get 2 breaks off. But the thing is if when you do get the 2 breaks off on all of his skills as well, you do not get additional break bonuses. So keep that in mind. You only get the 1 break bonus, which that's not really all that much of a problem. Overall, as you can see with the entirety of his kit, the man just hits. He hits hard. He just goes. And the fact that all of his skills are dual executing HP attacks, the man is just going to rack up numbers. He has access to insta breaks, as well as ignoring defense. The man can pretty much whittle down any number value that's out there and just take it to nothing. So while Strago is a straightforward DPS character with nothing else going to the party, you're only putting him on the team to do damage, combined with instant breaks and just pure massive damage, I honestly think that Strago is a very potent character that you should, at the very least, keep your eye on. I'm not saying that you need to pull for him, but don't let him be someone that you kind of just sweep under the rug because, he's not as good as you think. There's a lot of value in this character solely for the fact of how much damage he can actually do. And especially when he's beefed up by the rest of your team, increases overflow, increases his stats, because he does have some relatively low potencies on his skills, so you want to make sure you're beefing him up as best as possible. If you put him on the team to be the sole DPS unit, he will do that job. And I full-heartedly believe that. So, the use of both of these characters is, Relm is a great pseudo-support character with great turn manipulation and great versatility, and Strago is a very powerful and potent DPS character. Now, real quick, before we finish up the video, let's go ahead and talk about the banner, because the banner is actually relatively solid. This banner here actually has a lot of use. Kefka's burst returns, and he's still a very potent burst character, and both Strago and Relm actually cover their roles very well. Ashe is okay. Unfortunately, the girl needs some reworks and she needs some love, but there's a lot of value for magical DPS on this banner. Honestly, it's one of the more valued banners of this month in my personal opinion, so take that as you will. But if you do pull on the banner, I wish you the best of luck. And yeah, that'll do it for me on this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.